I really love music. I love all types of music. Oh, spoiler, I do not like metal. So if there are any metal fans, I'm sorry, we can talk about it. We can argue about it at the break. So in the morning, when I wake up, I like to put my headphones in, maybe like many of you, as you're walking to work or walking to wherever you're getting to, and I use music as a tool to get me going. So similar, I like to imagine everyone else as they're walking, but everyone's keeping it inside, listening to music, but while maybe dancing. So this is how I like to think of music in the classroom. But when I first used, when I first used music in the classroom, just after getting my CELTA, I went to Bali, and I was so excited. I was like, gap fills! I would take any song and just gap fill it, but in a sort of nonsensical, just take words out, not with any real teaching intention, like, oh, nouns might be useful in this, or verbs, or first conditional. It was just sort of like, this song is great, I want to share it, and then just take the words out. And then I also would not change the level. So if I did a song for gap fill for beginners, I'd use the same song for the advanced, and vice versa. That created a lot of issues when students would ask, teacher, what is that? Obscure American reference? Why did I not think of? Very poor planning on my part. So after I came to do my MA at UL, I sort of reflected on how poorly I did that. And so now things that have worked for me are playing music in the classroom. I like to arrive. I know this isn't for everyone. This is just sort of what I like to do, or things that have worked for me. I like to arrive to class 5-10 minutes early, put on some tunes, maybe some jazz, or something light that's chill. Even though sometimes in the morning I do have the urge to play something that's really rockin'. I know that it's the morning, so people probably don't want to be rocking out that early. I'll maybe by the end of the lesson I'll play something. And then song gap fills do work when done with intention. And I did bring one here today, so it's they can be a great tool. Word clouds, I'm sorry I didn't put a word cloud up. Is everyone familiar with word clouds? Yeah, great tool for having students guess what the title of a song is. Also pretty easy to do because you just get the lyrics from Google. You want to make sure you get the right lyrics though. Sort of pre-planning is a little important, because if you get the wrong YouTube video and the wrong lyrics, I have made that mistake as well. Live and learn. Guessing the title, just removing the title, giving the lyrics, and then having the students read the lyrics and just guess what the title could be. Cutting up the lyrics, I did this with a Journey song, Don't Stop Believin', because everyone is sort of familiar with the song. So, and it's really hard for me to resist the urge to sing, so I probably would hand the lyrics out, cut up into sections, and then I'm like, you know what this song is? And they're like, don't stop. And then the students are like, oh God. But then they know that it's okay to make mistakes. That's also my personality. So with partners, they put the song together, and then we listen to the song again, and then they're like, oh wait, that wasn't in the right place. So different to a gap fill. Also English file teachers' books, and the back of the books, they have great song. They don't just do gap fills, they actually have created. But it's great, but I like to do the authentic material making, because some of their song choices I don't really like. So I'll play the song and then I'll feel guilty for playing the song for the students because I don't like it. And then grammar correction is another thing that I've done, because there are different types of Englishes that songs are sung in. So like in southern country songs, I ain't trying to be your one and only. So I ain't trying, so I'll have them I'm not trying to be, but then I'll say, hey, but it doesn't matter because it's a song, it's a creative approach to language, so yeah, this is what the grammatically correct way to say it is, but it doesn't sound as good in the expression. And then singing to students, which it's not for everyone, but it creates a nice air of there might be a chuckle, and then it's kind of like, okay, yeah, let's go on with the class. So I have a little takeaway for you. I'm sorry, it's not you two or the Cranberries. That seems to be, it's like, hey, what Irish musicians do you guys know? So I am American, as you may have taken from my accent, but I really like all types of music. And so also trying to get students to be like, no, not the Cranberries and not Bonavox. I didn't even know who Bonavox was. I didn't know that was his real name. So as I'm handing this out to you, I thought it was just Bono. Okay, so as I'm handing this out to you, this is my sort of intentional. The actual lyrics are on the other side for you. Don't look at them, please. Okay, it's before we do this. So it's just a little gap fill. So wait for further instructions. So this song is by Damien Dempsey. Everybody heard of him? Yeah, he's really good. I'd never heard of him. He also has such an authentic Irishness, where he talks about the things he talks about in his songs are. I hope I have copies for everyone. Are really talking about Irish, what it is to be Irish. So this gap fill that I have is rhyming. So I also like to try and do that. So if you, maybe with the person closest to you, look at the gaps and try and guess what the first two lines are. It rhymes, so it rhymes with the last word. So any guesses for the first one? Did I not give you enough time? I got too excited.
It rhymes with house, right?
Yes. Yeah, but it rhymes with house.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's a type of drink, yes. Specific drink.
Grouse.
Grouse. Yeah, grouse. So you can hand this out and then have the students guess first before you play the song. I mean, I put the other lyrics for you so that if you wanted to use this as an activity, you could. And then at the end, just sort of an additional activity. So because it's all about social life in Ireland is one thing he sings about. So the sort of question at the bottom: what other social things? What social issues are talked about in the song? You know, alcoholism, etc. So